Good morning, ma'am. My name is Eiphel Mula, Cruz, R.Bscrim 3 from Block 1. Today, I made this video to discuss about the Module 1 Lesson 3, the Cures of Juvenile Delinquency. The cures of juvenile delinquency are, they have 6 cures. And the number 1 cure is social disorganization cure introduced by Clifford Shaw and Henry Mackay. The social disorganization theory is disorganized areas cannot exert social control over acting out youth. And the social disorganization theory, it's or not, then some individual property or trait that is the cause of delinquency, but the quality and ambience of the community in which adolescents are forced to reside. And the number 2 cure is anomy cure. The anomy cure is normlessness produced by the rapidly shifting moral values, and that occurs when personal goals cannot achieve using available means. And the anomy cure is individual cannot find their place in society without clear rules and clear rules to help and guide them, and will be changing condition as well as adjustment in life leads to this dissatisfaction and conflict and deviance. And the enemy is the other term. The other term for anomy cure is refers to breakdown of social norms, and it is a condition where norms no longer control the activities of members of society. And the number 3 cure is strain cure. The strain cure is argues the crime occurs when there aren't enough legitimate and will be opportunities for people to achieve the normal success goals of a society. And in such situation, there's a strain between the goals and the means to achieve these goals, and some people turn to crime in order to achieve success. And the strain cure is they have one people to indicate. This is a one Merton. Merton argued that when individuals are faced with a gap between their goals and usually finance, money, and related, and their current status, strain occurs when faced with people have 5 ways to adapt. And the strain cure are they have three parts. They have 3 parts to indicate. Number 1 is the conformity. Pursuing cultural goals through socially approved means. And the number 2 is innovation. The innovation using social unapproved or unconventional means to obtain culturally approved goals. They have a example, dealing drugs or stealing to cheat. Stealing to achieve finally security. And the number 3 is ritualism. The ritualism using the same socially approved means to achieve less elusive goals, more models, and humble. And the number 4 cure is differential opportunity cure, and introduced by Richard Cloward and Lloyd Holland. The differential opportunity cure is the idea that people usually trends from low socioeconomic background who have few opportunities for success. And the differential opportunity cure as the means are generally referred as subcultures. the means this is the criminal and the conflict and the retrietist subcultures, and they have, and the number 5 theory is class conflict theory. The class conflict theory and focuses on the competition between the groups when society over limited resources, and the conflict theory was view social and economic institution as tools of the struggle between groups or classes used to maintain inequity and the dominance of the ruling class. And the number 6 theories is differential oppression theory, because the differential oppression theory is children lack power due to their age and lack of resource. They are easy target for adult oppression, and where our children are exposed to different labels and types of oppression that vary depending on their age. And the theories of juvenile delinquency, they have interpersonal theories, and the number 1 theories as differential association theory. The differential association predicts that an individual will choose the criminal path when the balance of definitions for law breaking exceeds those for law-abiding. And the number 2 is social learning theory. The social learning theory is the social learning theory of Bandura, emphasize the importance of observing and modeling the behaviors, attitudes, and the juvenile delinquency. They have situational theories. Number 1 is drift neutralization theories, advanced by the American criminologists by David Cruz and Graham Sykes, and the techniques of neutralization. And number 1 is denial of responsibility. The criminal argues that they were a victim of circumstances and had no other choice but to commit the crime. And the number 2 is denial of injury. The denial of injury. The criminal argues that their actions did not harm anymore. And the number 3 is denial of the victim, and the number 4 is condemnation of the condemners. The criminal argues that it is unfair to the blinded for this crime and that they are being prosecuted and punished of its